many of us have heard that sound before? It's the sound that was created, one of several alerts that's been created to let the public know that an Amber Alert's been issued on a missing child. We've heard it maybe on the radio or on TV, but how many of us actually know what goes into issuing an alert? Working in a law enforcement agency has given me the opportunity to learn a lot about this subject. I've also done some research through the Texas Department of Public Safety and the U.S. Department of Justice. In the next few minutes, we're going to talk about why the Amber Alert was created. Also, we're going to learn about what's required to activate it and how we can help. But first, let's talk about how the Amber Alert came about. And I'll do that by telling you the story of a 9-year-old little girl named Amber Hagerman, who on January 13, 1996 was riding her bike through a grocery parking lot, an abandoned grocery parking lot, when a man kidnapped her. He threw her into his truck and he took her. That day, a neighbor provided the police department with valuable information about the suspect and his vehicle. Unfortunately, Amber's body was found 4 days later in a ditch. Her throat had been slit, and the case is still unsolved. Concerned citizens then teamed up with local radio stations. They approached them to see if they would broadcast this information about missing abducted children to local police radio stations in the same fashion that they broadcast emergency weather alerts. This idea led to the creation of the nation's first Amber Alert program. And the name, or the acronym of Amber, was used, of course, from Amber's name, and it means America's Missing Broadcast Emergency Response. The program today is implemented nationally in the Canadian provinces and in the border states of Mexico. So now we're going to talk about something very important, which is what criteria is needed to issue an alert, and do all missing kids warrant one? And the answer to that is no. Not all missing children qualify for the alert. Certain criteria has to be met. First, the victim would need to report it to their local police agency, and the local police agency will gather the information needed, and they're going to take the next steps. The U.S. Department of Justice has issued minimum guidelines that every state can use, and the Department of Safety here in Texas has adopted the following. The child must be 17 years or younger. They also must be in immediate danger, and the investigation must have been conducted to confirm that abduction took place, and there also has to be enough information to disseminate or get out into the public. In Texas, the Department of Public Safety is the only one who can actually activate the alert. Once these guidelines are met, the law enforcement agency has to fill out a form like this, which is called an Amber Alert Request Form, and submit it to the State Operations Center for approval. Meanwhile, the police agency must enter the information about the abduction and the child into the Texas and the national crime databases. Once approved, the Amber Alert is active for up to 24 hours, but it can be extended if they request it. Now we're going to talk about one of the most important factors, which is how does it actually get to the public? Has it been successful? What can we do to help? And in Texas, the DPS has established the Amber Alert Public Email Notification Center, where you can receive all these alerts through email. We also still have the broadcast of radio, cable TV, and regular TV. As of May 2005, the alerts also became available on wireless devices. And in 2013, in January, if you have a wireless emergency alert enabled phone, then you'll automatically be enrolled to get these on your phone. So has the Amber Alert been successful? According to the U.S. Department of Justice, it has been successful. In 2001, 2 children were recovered. By 2006, 69 children had been recovered. And the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children advises that by March 14, 2014, 685 children had been rescued and safely returned home. So how can we help? We can stay informed. We can pay attention to the details. If you see something suspicious, report it to your local law enforcement agency. Looking back, we've learned that the Amber Alert was created because a real little girl went missing and was murdered. We know that there are certain criteria that needs to be met to issue the Amber Alert. And last, we have at our fingertip a lot of information to help us stay informed. We can do our part, again, by paying attention, staying alert, and reporting anything suspicious to the local police agency, because we may be the contributing factor to saving the life of a missing, endangered child.